Yo, right guys, it's GameboyLuke here, and welcome back to another Pokemon Sword and Shield news, information, leak, rumor video. Today I have something pretty big, if it's true. I doubt, I have those doubts that it is even true, and I don't like normally do videos on things that I don't think are true, but I'll go into that a little bit more in a minute. If you guys don't want to be spoiled about Sword and Shield, or potentially spoiled, so we don't know if this is true or not, then please click away. I don't want to spoil the game for anybody. I just want to do a little bit of debating, a little bit of like information digging, and just see if, just prod it a little bit and see like, hey, what do you guys think about all this? So click away now if this isn't for you, but let's jump straight into it. So I was actually made aware of this by somebody on Twitter named Julio. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, but they basically tweeted at me and Christian saying there apparently have been 17 confirmed Galar region exclusive Pokemon that have been leaked. Now, of course, take this with a grain of salt. We have no idea if this is true or not. It's another 4chan leak. It could be fake, and I like to cover things that I feel like have some legitimacy towards them, but I've obviously been wrong in the past. The bug dragon Pokemon that was created as a fake leak basically convinced me. So almost convinced me. Well, I did say in the video that it could very well be fake. I just want you guys to make sure you take this at face value. But basically, apparently 17 Galar region exclusives have apparently been leaked for Sword and Shield. And all I want to do really is just, we're basically getting, I said basically like 4 times, we're getting Pokemon news on June 5th, we know that's coming out very, very shortly. And then we also have E3, like, right after that, like, very, very shortly after that. So I feel like within the next month or two, we're going to be getting a lot of Pokemon Sword and Shield news. So it's kind of nice, in a way, to kind of look at stuff like this. If it's not true, then whatever, it was cool to get excited about it. If it is true, and it ends up coming out, then you'd be like, boom, we were right, it was actually true. Who knew? Who'd have thought? But yeah, I wanna just go over it very, very briefly and see what you guys thought about it. So as you can see on my screen, we actually have this this website called Deserto, who have apparently, they were the people that found it first, and they made a post about it literally today apparently, and it lists a bunch of regional exclusives, and it directly links to the leak itself, which is located around here, and I actually have that link right here for us. So apparently 17 Galarian forms. So not obviously we had Alolan forms in Sun and Moon, and I personally, it's hard. I think that it would be cool if they brought something like this back, but I don't know if I can see it happening. So somebody could just be playing off the fact that, hey, Alolan forms were in Galar region, or in the Alola region, so why would they not do Galarian forms in the next game, right? So it kind of makes sense. It's almost playing off of that whole sense of like, this could be true, and create some kind of believable media behind it. But we'll have a look at it anyways, and we'll see what's going on. Apparently, in this post, this person says, 17 Galarian forms. There are only Johto and Hoenn Pokemon. Sorry, Sinnoh fans. Again, this plays off the fact that, hey, we had a bunch of Kanto Pokemon that were Alolan forms. They may be moving to Johto and Hoenn Pokemon for Galar. Again, this is all, in the air. It might not even be true. Just want to reiterate that. But they've listed the 17 Pokemon that they believe, or they know, are going to be Galar forms. I'll just go from top to bottom. Right here we have Noctowl, who's apparently an ice flying type that becomes black with bits of dark blue. Which picturing it in my mind, just like imagining that, sounds like a really, really cool concept. Ice flying, so I guess it's one of those forms, because like Cubone isn't having a Alolan form. Cubone evolves into Marowak. Cubone can evolve into a Alolan Marowak. It depends where you evolve it. Who maybe is the same Pokemon. It's the exact same as it is, but when it evolves in Galar, we get the Galarian Noctowl, which doesn't roll off the tongue as well as Alolan does. So I'm kind of concerned about that as well. Maybe that's another reason why this is completely bogus. But ice flying, interesting typing. I think we only have a couple of those. I know Articuno is obviously ice flying, and I don't know any other ice flying types, but off the top of my head. But that's cool. Next, we have Sentret and Furret. It looks like they're going in Dex order right here. So we have Sentret and Furret, which are both now normal ground types. Sentret now apparently has Steel Claws, and Furret has a drill on its tail. So I haven't looked at these yet, but the more I go into them, I'll be able to build a better picture in my head and maybe kind of like be able to debunk it, or just be like, straight up, this could definitely be true. That sounds very interesting. I know Paddles would be very, very pleased to hear that a Galarian version of Furret would be coming. Next is Spinarak and Ariados, which is Bug Ghost. Spinarak is now black, but the smiley on its back is bright pink, a bright pink. So, Bug Ghost, which I can definitely see for Spinarak. It learns Nightshade, you know, and I'm pretty sure it learns other Ghost-type moves too, like Shadow Sneak. So definitely can see that. Ariados, Bug Ghost, same as Spinarak, but now has a spooky, angry face on its back. Does Ariados even have a... Hold on. I'm going to open a new tab here. I don't think Ariados... Does Ariados even have a thing on its back? It doesn't really. It just has 2 black eyes. 2 black eyes, and then, like, where it obviously... I don't remember what they're called, but the end of its abdomen, like, it has, like, the part where it shoots the web. It doesn't really have a face. So, not sure about that one. Has a spooky, angry face. It's just 2 black circles, so I guess it could be angry instead. I don't know. Maybe that's what they're trying to get at here. Jump Bluff. Grass Fairy instead of being Grass Flying. Because obviously, Jump Bluff evolves from Skiploom and Hoppip. So, Skiploom gets the split evolution to be like regular form or Galarian. Grass Fairy. Body becomes white. Pom-pom things turn pink. So, obviously, you can take Jump Bluff. These all seem like very simple recolors so far, apart from Furret having the drill on its tail. A lot of the Alolan forms are not just recolors. Like Marowak is probably the closest thing that is a recolor. But like the Sandshrew and the Sandslash, they have like full body changes and stuff like that. So the fact that a lot of these are just color changes makes me a little bit dubious. But Sudowoodo is now a primary steel. It's just steel type disguised as a pine tree. Not sure about that. I don't know why it would be steel type and then be part of the pine tree. If it was steel type, then maybe it would be as a lamppost or something. I don't know. Like, I have no idea. Okay, fine. Houndour, Dark Ice, Houndour and Houndoom, Dark Ice. The skull on its head is now made of ice. Is that the only difference? Houndoom, Dark Ice. The horns and bone parts are now icicles. Okay, fair play. Macargo, Fire Water. It now has a seashell on its house. Dude, okay, well, that's like the first like proper like model change I could really see. Is Macargo, instead of having a rock with like the little flame on the side, it has like a seashell and the hole in the circle spouts water or something like that. I can like a blowhole for like you know like whales have. So I can see that. But the thing is, if they were gonna do that, I feel like they would also change Slugma. Don't you think? It wouldn't make much sense for me if Slugma, a bubbling, boiling fire type, suddenly evolved into a water. Well, I guess it's fire than water, isn't it? It does say fire water, so I guess it would make sense. Ignore me. All right, I can see that. That is one thing. When I visualize in my head, I can absolutely see that. Rolls, Ankylia, and Gardevoir. Dark Fairy. So let's start with Rolls. Green helmet turns to a dark blue, and the dress part becomes purple. So dark blue with purple. I don't know if they would do that because shiny Rolls is blue already. I'm trying to think of the Alolan forms we already have, and if the Alolan forms look like shiny forms. I don't think... I feel like they intentionally made sure that they didn't do that. So, the fact that it's dark blue, again, this is just me being skeptical. Scalia is the same as Rolls, but its legs stay white. So, its legs are white, the dress is purple, and then the hair that it has is dark blue. Okay. Gardevoir. Dark Fairy, the same as previous, but it looks a bit like it's Mega. Because if they do Mega regular Gardevoir, I feel like they've got to do Mega Alolan Gardevoir. Not sure about that one, because I'm pretty sure all the Alolan forms that we got were Pokemon that were not able to Mega Evolve. So I feel like they'd be shooting themselves in the foot a little bit. They have to do... you can't not use Mega or Gardevoir, right, on a Galarian. You should be able to do that. So... Again, I'm being skeptical. Zangoose, Fighting Dark, which I can absolutely see. White fur becomes black and it has sharper claws. Again, I'm looking for more physical changes in these Pokemon to be like really sold on this. But so Viper, Poison Steel, has a giant iron spike ball instead of a knife tail. There we go. That's something that I can see where to change. Again, like Sandslash's quills get really spiky, turn into ice, and then it gets like really long, like pointed edge claws. But at the same time, Sandslash is probably the tamest Alolan form that we have, alongside like Rattata. Like some of them are just kind of like basic color changes with a few like model changes. So I get that. Spoink and Grumpig. Spoink is poison. Its tail is made of purple sludge, and the crystal is dark purple, so it's bouncing on sludge. Okay, I can somewhat see that. And Grumpig will turn into Poison Ghost. Same with Spoink, but the pink parts become dark green. So again, the fact that another news article has kind of spoke about this and like promoted it and stuff like that and talked about it as well, has created, I feel like, some discussion, and I want to promote that discussion. I want your guys' thoughts, because I am always very, very skeptical. I try my hardest to like debunk things that I don't think are believable. So seeing like a lot of these basically just be color changes makes me very, very dubious about it. However, if, you know, they may only have seen a very minor glance of it, they can't go into too much detail, or if like something was leaked, or the trailer was leaked to somebody, you know, like within the industry, industry, they may have only seen a very, very small amount of changes and not really noticed some of the bigger stuff if they're not like hardcore into Pokemon. So in a way, these are very vague descriptions, and they've obviously pointed out the stuff that they know has changed, but when you read it deeper into it, maybe the people that were writing this were either typing up very fast, didn't really want to go into too much detail, or just didn't know, or didn't recognize the changes as much as they would do if they were like a hardcore Pokemon, and mainly just noticed the color changes. New trailer a week before E3. So my question in that case is, when is E3 2019? Very, very quickly. Which is the, it starts on the 11th of June, and we're meant to be getting our Sword and Shield news on the 5th. So it is about a week beforehand, and this was posted, does it have a date? The 24th of May. So this was before, I think this was, is it before? This might have been before the Sun and Moon, not Sun and Moon, the Pokemon conference and that got announced. So I go to the Pokemon Twitter account, I can go ahead and verify this very quickly. Okay, so Pokemon actually tweeted this out on May 27th. They tweeted out May 27th about the Pokemon press conference, and then May 27th about the Sword and Shield Direct. So they accurately predicted that this is going to be, 2 days beforehand, they accurately predicted or knew that the Sword and Shield and the Pokemon press conference, or well, the Sword and Shield one specifically, was going to come out around a week before E3, which adds a little bit of credibility. But again, it could have been someone that just had like a no, like within the industry, and like kind of got for the information and thought they'd be, you know, I'm gonna write up a bunch of lies on the internet. No one would do that. So there is some validity to this because of the date, which is quite interesting. Because they got that pretty much nailed. The rest of the Pokemon, again, I feel like we have to take with a grain of salt, and we will find out in 3 days from now. So I want to know your thoughts on this, guys. I will link the post in the description below, so you're more than free to go check it out yourself. I'll link the Deserto one, so you guys check out and see what they have said about it. But it is very interesting, and I would be welcome for these changes. I mean, there's nothing here that really screams at me that sounds like, oh, that sounds sick. But like the quad weakness to like Houndour and Houndoom, you know, the Ariados thing made me a little bit like, eh. I mean, I'm down at the end of the day. I'll be honest with you. And again, like the quad weak fairy, just like Zangoose. So, like taking the Pokemon literally makes me like, So I haven't really thought about these Pokemon intentionally, or not intentional, what's the word? I haven't looked at these Pokemon like in depth as Pokemon. I'm kind of looking at them as like a skeptical perspective and like wondering, hey, are these even like, do they even exist? But I'll let you guys derive your own thoughts, and I'll let you guys talk to me in the comment section about what you think about these Pokemon changes, or these Galar forms, or Galarian forms, whatever you'd like to call them, in the comment section below. If you guys did enjoy, though, and you are hyped for the Sword and Shield news coming in a few days from now, hit that like button down below. It is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for checking out this video, and I hope we get some really good news